Hey guys, it's John. You can't see me, but you can actually see me because it's just a joke. Cena here with another video. Today we have a hot advanced card trick tutorial that'll sure to get all of those sweet SEOs booming and the ladies blooming. This is going to be a variation of what is commonly referred to as the Hofzinser ace problem. Even though the history of it's a little bit shaky itself, it dates back to a magician named Johann Nepomuk Hofzinser. Now, some magicians in the industry might not think that it goes back to Johann Nepomuk Hofzinser, but that's just a bunch of old virgins complaining about card moves, am I right? Hey, if you like card moves or whatnot, you should totally check out the sponsor of this episode, the PigCake merch store. The PigCake merch store. Look fresh and let other people know that you're great at card moves too. I'm so excited to see hundreds of people wearing Piggy merch. This trick has all the excitement of premeditated murder. This is one of those impromptu card tricks you could do anytime, anywhere with a shuffled deck of cards. Today we're going to be using these cards from riffleshuffle.com. This was designed by Adrian Valenzuela and produced by Kevin Yu. It's these cards. Sirius B, there you go. Thank you for putting a name on the actual box. But we're going to be using the Sirius B playing cards to do a little bit of magic, a little bit of. Hey guys, my name's PigCake and I'm an awful magician and no one likes me. All you ladies don't know what disappointment is until you've been with me. Well, that's enough of an intro. Let's just do this easy and get on Jabreezy. Whoa, so here we are with this particular trick. Again, as I mentioned, this is one of these borrowed shuffled memes that you see all the kids talking about these days with a normal, ordinary deck. So from this position, you have the spectator call stop anywhere they want. Let's say they call stop over here. They remember the Jack of Hearts, but it doesn't matter because we're not going to use the Jack of Hearts to find the card. We're going to use the kings. See, the kings are going to help me find the cards here, sir. So we're just going to take out the kings here because believe it or not, they're going to help me narrow down the suit of your particular playing card, sir. Now, you know your card has a suit and a value. So in this case, we're going to be using, well, the kings and their woman's intuition to help ascertain the actual suit of your cards, sir. So here we have the different kings. We have the clubs. We have the diamonds. We have the hearts, and of course, sir, we have the spades. And one of those actually represents the suit of your particular card, sir. But of course, I don't know this because I have ingested way too much scissor. So here we're just going to use these kings to determine the actual suit of your card, sir. So I just want you to think of the suit, whether it's a clubs, hearts, spade, or diamonds. I don't want you to think of anything else. And I'm going to try to pick up the sentiments and the feelings from the kings to try to figure out which one of these is shares the same suit as your card. I don't think it's this one. I don't think your card was a club, sir. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm getting a major one here. I don't think your card was a diamond. That's for sure. I think you're a diamond, though. I'm going to say right here, spades is not yours. Spades is not yours, sir. But we have one last one here. Sir, was your card a heart? Boy, isn't life amazing? Your card was a heart. But now we got to determine the rest of your card because what's the point of this if I can't find your card, sir? So we'll just do this. And that action has actually turned that last king into your card, sir. The Jack of Hearts. The Jack of Hearts. Oh boy. What a great world we live in. That's a fun one, right, boys? Girls? That's a cool one. So for this, you're going to need any sort of deck that's mixed and shuffled, again, to your heart's content. But this is just an application of a key card and Marlowe's Retention of Vision switch from Revolutionary Card Magic. Oh, man. That switch has really got me through some hard times. But this one is just one way that you could use this particular switch to will facilitate this trick. So you have the deck mixed and shuffled, and you're going to have the cards dribbled here. So you're going to dribble the cards and have them call stop anywhere they want. Now, while they're dribbling, while I'm dribbling, they're dribbling from their mouths. I'm going to take a little bit of a peek as to what this card is. And I'm going to hope that it's not a joker. But you're going to peek wherever they called stop by just lifting up the thumb slightly. You're going to be able to see the bottom of this card. In this case, is going to be the Jack of Spades. So that's going to not only act as a key card, but it's going to act as the four of a kind that you're going to remove to allow this card to be controlled. Sorry, it's the cough syrup. Controlled to the top of the deck without any issue or work on your end whatsoever. So that's a twofer. It's a twofer. So one more time, you're going to dribble the cards. The spectator is going to call stop. As they're looking at their card, I just take a little bit of peeksies as to the bottom card, and it's going to be the 7 of diamonds. So in this case, the spectator is going to look at the 2 of hearts, and they're going to remember that. I just dribble the cards, coalesce them. Everything's very fair because I'm going to say I don't even need to do anything. In this case, I'm going to use my favorite 4 of a kind, the 7s. The 7s are going to help me find your cards, sir. Are you excited? I'm as excited as a librarian in a bukkake party. So you're just going to name whatever card you peeked, that 4 of a kind. So in this case, I peeked at a 7. So I'm going to take out the 4 7s. So you're going to go through the deck. You're going to out jog every single 7. Now, when you come to the actual one that is next to the spectator's card, in this case, it's the 7 of diamonds. You take note of whatever that card is. In this case, it's the 2 of hearts. As in the key card principle, you're going to take note of the card that is immediately to the right of it, because if you paid attention, if that was a card that you peeked at and that card was on top of the card, that's their card. Doesn't take a rocket surgeon to figure that out. But you're going to out jog the 7 of diamonds, then you're going to out jog the other 7, and then finally you're going to go through the deck and out jog whatever 7 you seem to have missed while you were explaining the stupid trick to your YouTube fault. There you go. So here, now all I'm going to do is whatever 7 is the key card, I'm just going to cut that 7 to the face. You see that? In cutting that 7 to the face, that ensures that their card is going to be on top of the deck. So this is just done casually as I'm taking out the 7s and I'm showing them to the spectator. So now guess what? You have their card on top. You have the 4 of a kind that you're going to use for this next trick ready. And you're pretty much almost done, apart from one Ed Marlowe retention of vision change. Switch change. That's it. So you're going to be ready to do this. So let's go over that one more time. I feel like the people from the eastern province of Germany don't really get things. So we're going to go over that one more time. You're going to dribble the cards. They're going to call stop wherever they want. They're going to look at this card. In this case, it's a 7. I'm looking at this card, which in this case is a 7. If this happens, then that's fine. All you need to do is say, hey, sir, we're going to use the 7s to help me find your particular card. Are you ready? We're going to use the 7s. So we're going to take out all the 7s. This is an emergency move right here. We're going to use the 7s here, sir, to help me find your card here. Now, the 7s have a traditionally magical property where, believe it or not, they actually could help me find certain playing cards. So they're going to help me find your card. Your card is going to jump out and it's going to land between the 7s. What's your card, sir? The 7 of hearts? Well, you're just trying to catch me out, aren't you? You're just trying to be a loser. You're just trying to be a loser here. You figure that out. That's what I would do if I happen to land on 2. So if I see 2 of the same card here, that's what I would particularly do. But you figure that out. That's your job. Leave in the comments below how that was done. So here you're going to have them call stop anywhere they want. They're going to look at this card. In this case, I'm going to take a little peek at this card, which is the 9 of diamonds. So when I square up the cards like this, I'm just going to say, oh, you know what? I'm going to use the 9s for this particular trick. I'm feeling like a 9er here. So the 9s are going to help me find your card, sir. I'm going to go through the deck, find all the 9s. When it comes to the 9 that the spectator's card happened to be next to, in this case, the 9 of diamonds, I'm just going to cut that card to the top, or rather the face, as I strip out the 9s, turn over the deck. Their card is now on top, and I have the 4 of a kind ready to go. It's important to note also that you are peeking at their card. So you are peeking at the card and remembering what suit it is, because in a moment you're going to switch that suit out. So I like having the 9 either second from the top. So the 9 that corresponds to the suit value, I like to have it second because in a moment you're going to drop all these cards to the table, and wherever you come to the card that corresponds to their suit, that's when you're going to do Marlowe's retention of vision change, which I just did. You see that? Because that's no longer the 9 of hearts, it's now the king of hearts. But we're going to go over the moves, so don't get your pennies in a tie. As if there's women watching my shit. So here, we're gonna have the retention of vision switch. So when you come to the 9, which in this case I like just rearranging them so it's second. So here, all you need to do is get a little bit of a pinky break underneath the top card of the deck. So you do that in whatever way you want. I like using this Harvey Rosenthal method, where you are simply pushing up with the thumb, and because the forefinger is there, guess what? You could get a nice little break there. You could get a nice little break there without having to do this. I'm not opposed to this, Xavier, but it's you want to be discreet. You want to be discreet. So the Harvey Rosenthal method is not only an easy way to do it, but also provides more coverage from the front. So here, all you're going to do is you're going to show the 9, in this case, the 9 of clubs. You're going to drop that on the table. Next, you're going to show the corresponding 9, which is the 9 of hearts, which is going to be the one that you're going to switch out. And here, notice the position of the card. The position of the card is very important because it's going to be angled on the upper left corner of the cards. You notice that it's on the upper left corner of the cards. So when I put this card on there, it's almost just balancing between the thumb and the rest of the deck in this sort of way. So all that's going to happen with this card is it's going to go from this position to this position. That's it. So it's just going to go from this position to back on top of the deck. That's all that's going to happen to this card. It's just going to go again from being levered and purged against the upper left corner to being straightened up with the deck. Now, of course, that's taking place at the same time that this card is falling to the table. So this card is going to be the one that's tossed to the table, which is simple to do because you already have a break. And that's going to take place at the same time that this card is coalesced back with the deck. And that is the Marlowe retention of vision switch. So you see from the front here, it's a very beautiful switch, and it just looks like you have tossed the card onto the table. So that's the move there. It's not hard to do, but you see it creates a very compelling illusion that that's in fact the same card when it's not. It's not the same card. You're a dirty liar, and your mom was right to be ashamed of you. So you're doing this as you say. Okay, it could be the 9 of hearts. That card supposedly dropped on the table, but again, right now you've switched it. Then you're going to do the exact same action with this one and the exact same action with this one. And now you're pretty much done. Now you're pretty much done. You know that their card is switched in. So in this case, their card is the King of Hearts. If you want, optional, you could get that card in position and do an Elmsley count. I don't, I wouldn't do that just because it's overkill at this point. But all you have to do is just make sure that you know the position of the card. So in this case, I know that the King of Hearts is on top. If it was third, I know it's third. So when I lay them out on the table, I know that it's here, and I know not to touch it, because if I touch it, then that kind of ruins the trick. Because I go, I think your card is a heart, and it's the it changed into the. They're not really gonna be. It's not. You're not gonna dig as much of a reaction as if you were to do the whole process that I did. So you're gonna find a card that is not. So it's not the 9. It's not the club. It's not the spade. Here you do a nice little bit of a touch where you name it before. So you go, I don't think it's the. No, it's not the diamond, because I'm just using the process of elimination to name that last one. And then I go, I definitely think it's a heart. I think it's a heart, sir. The 9s are telling me that it's a heart. Yeah, yeah. Are we gooch? Are we cool? Are we AF? Are we AF? But case in point, you can now say, oh, but we need to find the value of your card. I think the 9's telling me. The 9's telling me that it's a king. The 9's telling me that it's a king. Is that correct? Is the King of Hearts? Well, the 9's telling me that it's actually the King of Hearts. I don't know if that was mistaken from the way I phrased that cleverly, but it's the King of Hearts, sir. You have a nice little bit of a trick there. You have a nice little bit of a trick, impromptu, anytime, anywhere. Hobson's or ace. Make sure to join the Card Academy, man. Again, I keep waiting to the last minute to plug my stuff. Make sure to join the PigCake Card and Coin Academy. Every week I drop 2 videos going over card and coin stuff, either moves, theory, tricks entirely. And that's 2 times a week. So right now we have over 100 videos going over card and coin moves for $5 a month. What? Huh? Is that some sort of like a deal? Yeah, it is. Go check it out and support, the channel and get some magic on. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and figure out how to use a portable battery to fix a leak